What's up, guys and girls? Brogan back here for some more racing live in Automobilista 2. Great to be here again, continuing our Formula 1 season in the, well, the highest echelons of motorsport in the world. It's a long and arduous journey, I'm not going to lie, from the grassroots South American motorsport scene, driving hot cars, Copa FLs, Formula Vs and all that nonsense, progressing through some truck racing, some GT3 championships, IndyCar, NASCAR, and now finally a seat at the RB Formula 1 team in place of Daniel Ricciardo, who has, unfortunately for him, had a flare-up of the old wrist injury that he suffered last year. On the sidelines for this year, Franz Tost, in a parting move for the team, decided to, you know what, I'm going to give that IndyCar champion Brogan a go. So here we are, in racing life for Automobilista 2. We've done 2 races in our season so far. One of them went terribly, but the other one went a little bit less terribly. There is so much pace in this car, but strategy calls and bad AI have kind of thrown a spanner in the works, to be honest with you. But I'm really looking forward to round 3 today, because we're going to be at Imola for a half-distance race. All the races this season are half-distance. And there is a risk of rain in the air. Well, I say a risk of rain in the air. I know there's going to be rain in the air, because I've maybe gone ahead and looked at the forecast for this race. Slight sprinkle before the race. I don't know what qualifying and practice is going to be like, but yeah, we'll find out very shortly. Imola is a great circuit. It's traditionally not too easy to overtake in the Formula 1 cars here, unless you get a mega run and use the battery out the final corner with that DRS. But if it's raining, the DRS is going to be disabled, so we're going to see how we go. Now, let's have a look at racing life very quickly, shall we? For those of you who are not familiar, it is a third-party app you can download for Automobilista 2 that basically gives you a year's worth or several seasons worth of competitions throughout the course of a year. You can sign up for them based on the driver fame that you have and the prize, well, the money that you have from all that kind of stuff. You can start out right at the bottom. You can start out with a decent amount. There's many different ways you can start it, but we started out with literally nothing and worked our way up all the way to the top. Self-made Formula 1 driver. But yeah, you can see you basically earn fame, you earn prize money, which goes against your total here, and then yeah, you can buy cars, you can lease cars. Yeah, it's fantastic. Then you can earn sponsor money. You can earn prize money, you can get loans from the bank. We haven't had to resort to that so far. We've done alright. But yeah, there's our sponsor. So if we finish in the top 10, we get a bonus payment. There's so many things in this. It generates the seasons for you. It tells you where to race. It tells you the race session settings. And then you put that into Automobilista 2. And when you're done, you put your results in. And it generates it all for you. Unfortunately, it doesn't load it into the game for you. It doesn't generate it in Automobilista 2 for you. You have to do that yourself. But I mean, that works as well, because if you don't want to do full distance races, you could set it to, I don't know, 10 laps, 20 laps, however long you want. For this season, I'm doing 50% distance races. We have 20 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of qualifying. That's all we get before we go into a full 50% distance race. So let's actually have a quick look at Automobilista 2. Hey Andy, good to see you. Bowes Beaver, good to see you as well. Not in the desert, not in the streets of a doubtful country. I don't think we have any desert. Oh no, Jerez is pretty deserty, and that's the next round, whenever that's going to be. But we've raced at Monaco, we've raced at Hockenheim, we DNF'd it in Monaco. We put it on pole and we were battling for the win with Max, but we got put in the wall by Oscar Piastri. And then at Hockenheim last time out, we kind of launched Oscar Piastri into the air. Not intentionally, I will add, but because the AI was struggling to get past Logan Sargent, who was getting blue flags, and there was lots of track free, and the AI just decided to go, I'm just going to park it and slam on. So we may have launched the McLaren space program, which isn't actually the worst thing that would have happened to them in the last 7 days. But yeah, that's what we've done so far. So today, Imola, 32 laps worth of racing, hopefully, provided we don't stick it in the fence or spin out on a wet patch. Then we've got Jerez, Interlagos, Spa, Nürburgring, Barcelona, Red Bull Ring, and Montreal. So plenty of awesome circuits coming up over the course of the next however many months as I do this series, for however long it takes. No set schedule, just whenever I can fill in between times, really. Hey Pat, good to see you. Hope it's not too cold down there in sunny Melbourne for you. And Melbourne isn't actually one of the isn't one of the circuits that we have on here, unfortunately. No Albert Park. It would be a fantastic addition to this game if the developers are listening. Please, Reza Studios, it's a great circuit. We've got Adelaide, we've got Bathurst, but we don't have Melbourne. We don't have Albert Park, so that would be a good addition. Now let's have a look at the championship so far. Like I say, 2 races down, and Brogan isn't anywhere near the top of the standings. Carlos Sainz is leading the championship from George Russell. Fernando Alonso in 3rd, and Nico Hülkenberg is tied. Nico Hülkenberg got a podium this season before Max Verstappen. What is going on in this world? I mean, I'm loving it, to be honest. But Nico Hülkenberg and Max Verstappen tied on 17 points for 4th. We have to scroll all the way down to 13th place to see Brogan on the board with 2 points, courtesy of a 9th place finish last time out at Hockenheim. I don't know how it's going to go today, but I do have a vote going in chat right now above me on the screen right here. So if you're watching live and not watching the replay, then thank you for tuning in. Great to see you. Don't forget to leave it a like, because exclamation mark shill and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can vote on how you think I'm going to go today. Am I going to get my best result of the season? Granted, it's only been 2 races. Is it going to be better than P9? Let me know in the vote above. Is it going to be P9 or P10, but still solid points, or am I going to finish outside the points? It's too early to say. Nobody has a clue. I don't know where the pace is going to be. But what I do know is that after running a few practice laps here yesterday, because I'm totally not cheating and doing that, I want to make sure that AI is calibrated. That's my excuse. I want to make sure that AI is at the right level to give you guys an entertaining race. I've actually bumped the AI level down to 103, because they do seem to be very strong at this circuit for some reason. What's my aim for the championship, Andy? Well, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to take each race as it comes and see how we go from there. But what I am going to do now is I'm going to check my VR headset before we get stuck into the session, because the first 2 races of the season, first 2 streams I've done, it's when I've gone into the session, it's messed up my VR overlay. So I'm going to check that before the clock starts ticking. So just bear with me 1 second. And again, thank you, Andy, very much for the hat. It's a fantastic hat. It's gone into the daily collection now these days, mate. I'm loving it. So comfortable. It's such a sturdy build. Alright, let's just check my VR overlays here. Do we have... No, my SimHub has died again. So there is something that is happening with SimHub. For some reason, it just goes, nah, not interested, and just nopes out of it. So I'm going to fix it before we actually start the session. So, yeah. I guess that answers all the questions so far that everybody's had. My aims for the season, what I want to get out of this car. What I will say very quickly is you've noticed there's some brand new attire for this stream and this race. Oh, now my VR is gone completely. So I am going to do a quick restart of Automobilista 2 because this happened last time as well. My VR is gone. Something's funky is going on here. Yeah, this isn't an official RB merch. I actually... I got this off AliExpress. Forget this, right? $6 Australian dollars, including postage. Like, that's just ridiculous. It was like 90% off or something. And I was like, this is too good to be true, but I'm going to order it anyway, because you know what, if I lose $6, it's not the end of the world. And the thing turned up in a week and a half. And here I am wearing it on stream. This has literally been ordered since the, I think just after the first race of the season, so less than a week and a half. That's crazy. But now I'm loving it. Okay. Sorry guys, VR headset is playing again. See, I thought that, John Miller. I thought maybe 2 washes and it would be like 5 sizes smaller. But I've actually given it a wash already. And it's not fallen apart. It's not shrunk. It's not fallen apart. It's still in one piece. The threads aren't coming out of it. It's great. I'm loving it. Oh. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's still got 7 races to go. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 8 races to go, including this one. So, I mean, we don't know. What's gonna wear out first, the moustache or the shirt? Because I've only got one of each for the rest of the season. Oh, I don't know, JK. It's not very good quality. It's extremely thin. and it's just printed on. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've got like thousands of these in the warehouse and they just like stamp them. It looks like it's sprayed on, or like print. I don't know what the word for it is, but who knows where it's made or how it was made, but it was on there for $6. Compared that to like $150 for the official merch. I mean, I know I'm committed to these streams, but I'm not. I'm not that committed. I'm gonna drop that much on official merch. Okay, are we back in? VR is working in the headset. We have overlays in VR. We are good to go. Excellent. Hey Dino, good to see you, mate. Hope you're keeping well. You join me, Brogan, in Racing Life Automobilista 2, ready to start round 3. Thank you very much, Andy. Let's pause this music then, and let's see what we're going to be dealing with here. So I don't know what the practice session is going to be like. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. We are set to real weather on the 29th of May 2022. Is the practice session wet as well? I guess we'll find out very quickly. Yes! Overcast with a moist track. Oh, Rangy! Mr. Jet Set himself is up and in the air again. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Okay, right. Moist track, but not actually raining, indicates to me dry tyres. If it was wet track, I'd probably need inters, but that looks pretty dry. Let's see if there's any spray coming past now. Nope, I'm watching the trackside cameras and we've got cars out on track that, oh, there's a bit of spray in turn 2 though, but the rest of it looks pretty dry. Can't see any standing water in these puddles here. So, no, that looks pretty dry. I'm gonna go out on dry tyres. If you guys don't know how to do that in Automobilista 2, by the way, the plus icon on the number pad switches through the trackside cameras. If you press the minus key, it gives you some fancy cinematic cameras, which is how I like to record some of the intro loops that I do. Anyway, practice is ticking away. No time like the present. Let's get driving. Hey, Eldarian, good to see you. Okay, I'm going to shift my overlays up because they're in the way of my virtual mirror. Nice. Let's get the gloves on. The suit speed gloves. Thank you again, Richard. And yeah, let's get out on track and see how treacherous this actually is. Here in the RB, trundling down the pit lane. Yeah, there's no spray in the mirror at all though. This is completely and utterly dry in the pit lane. So, I don't know what the track temp is. What are we doing? 33 degrees track temperature. Yeah, that's going to dry up incredibly quickly, especially with 20 cars out on track. Do we have any traffic?
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
We do, okay.
Tires. We need to get some heat into them.
Oh, big standing water on the apex of turn 2 there. I think that spray that's being kicked up is just the residual spray here. Bit more here though. Wow. That Alpine's on a fast lap. Let's let him go.
Right.
Red Bull as well. Sorry if I got in your way there. Not sure if it's Gasly or Ocon. I don't get the relative time in practice sessions. Not super grippy, but it's a pretty green track, that's to be expected. Bit standing water on the left there. Oh, nice puddle on the right. That's going to make braking tricky at full speeds. We've got McLaren coming up behind. Is it our nemesis, Oscar Piastri? It could be. Over the hill, through the chicane. Get the power down, lift off to let this guy go through. Go through.
Right.
And this is why the AI is so bad at blue flags in AMS2.
21.44.
Bit of standing water on the inside there, look, a few puddles. Oh, let's bump it up. Did we get DRS? We do, so the race director is officially like it's a dry track.
121.36. The leader has just done a 121.14. The leader has just done a 120.42.
Stay clear of the inside there. Ferrari got caught out a bit by that behind, I think it's Leclerc. Oh, that's treacherous, that.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Very true, Andy. Very true. I'm very happy to see that. Not super proud with the way it happened, of course, but entirely self-inflicted by McLaren there. And that's why I don't stream on Mondays, because that's Monday night is watching the replay for the race. Punch a waterfall, thank you very much.
Sector 2 is...
Can I get a big shout out to Punch a Waterfall in chat, by the way? He was the guy who suggested the name and the character of Bulk Brogan way back in part 1 of Racing Life in Automobilista 2. This is part 23. So, you can single-handedly take credit for one of the longest running series on the channel, mate. Well done. Yeah, that wasn't a great lap. Got people coming in for tyres. Let's open that DRS. What kind of lap time are we dealing with here?
For Ravazza 1. P16.
Yep. 2 seconds off the pace.
3 is 0.7 off the pace. Okay, Dan. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
But the track's only going to get better and better. Really need to keep a tight line there. If you run wide, you run out of grip so soon.
2/10 off the pace in Sector 1.
Oh, that's better. 16 in practice so far. Only 2/10 off in Sector 1. Just to remind you, we did put it on pole in Monaco.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Well, there isn't a lot of time in the middle sector though. I think that's just confidence though. Or maybe battery management, because I'm running it on balanced mode with lots of fuel on. Just getting used to the race. Oh! Yep, still wet on the apex there. But it's worth running through it. Okay, where's this going to bump us up to?
P11, sectors 1 and
Okay.
3 are 0.25 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. That last lap was at 121.56.
Really got to be cautious of the apex of turn 2 there. Yep, track's ramping up. Heaps!
Sector 1 is quick.
Okay, so I'm matching in Sector 1 so far. That's... Oh, it's so satisfying with the high-speed aero there. Wow, this lap is really faster. Track just suddenly got a stack of grip on it.
Sector 2 is 0.42 off the pace.
Oh, it's a second up here. But even if we improve by a second, that's still not going to be fastest. It's got to be so hesitant to put the power down there. Bump it up into attack mode on the battery. Get that DRS open.
P4, that's your fastest
Okay,
lap.
up to 4.
Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 is 0.42
That's
off
a
the
nice pace in this RB.
10th in Sector 3.
But I've
That
always
time was 120.40.
struggled in the race. So even though there's a few wet patches here, dry tyres are 100% the way to go because there's no spray being kicked up behind.
You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 1.
Down to 5th. So, right, almost halfway through the practice session already. What do I need to do? Got some traffic here. The Sauber's not being cooperative. I think it's on an outlet. Zhou Guan Yu, maybe?
Sector 2 is 1.6 off the pace.
Gonna abandon this lap. Put the battery into full charge mode. And I'm going to come in to do a practice pit stop. because fuel use, it's 2 times normal. So even though it's a half distance race, we're using twice the amount of fuel.
You're locking your left front.
So we get through a full tank.
Watch your speed.
But the tyres are normal. So I'm going to try certain mediums, just to see, because the mediums will last much longer, but they might not be grippy. Let's see what the mediums are like. Wait for a few seconds for Automobilista 2 to catch up. There we go. Running on invisible tyres there. So we are 3/10 off the pace of Lando Norris at the moment on softs. But yeah, we always struggle in the race. Race pace is where it's not usually at. But the RB...
There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
...is feeling incredible today. Just got to stay off those wet patches. Oh, that's much more slidey there. Much more loose on the rear. Car doesn't have the grip in the acceleration. The back end's wanting to slide around a bit.
Okay, Dan, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
It's something I've noticed in Automobilista 2. Even if there is water on the track, slick tyres are always the way, even without a drying line. The intermediates, and especially the wets, just slide around like nobody's business. You wouldn't think it'd be a dry track. So you wouldn't think it'd be a track suitable for dry tyres, but in Automobilista 2, yeah, you can get away with quite a lot of moisture on the road and still be running decent times on dries. The crossover point is quite, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Forgiving. The crossover point is incredibly forgiving. Alright, here we go. Nice set of mediums. That Alpine moves out of the way. Let's see what kind of lap time I can do on the mediums, because this could be quite useful information for the race.
P5.
Now I am on a little bit less fuel than when I set my best lap on the softs. Shouldn't make too much of a difference though. It's half a second in the first sector already.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Maybe they just take another lap to come in, but the wear rate is a lot better than the softs. I'm not burning them out as much. I can tell, even just after one lap. Oh, true WC. So, I mean, the physics that the AI on... let's start again. The physics that the AI are on is not really related to what the player's on, unfortunately, so they're definitely driving to a different set of rules, which makes it a bit... it breaks the immersion, shall we say. So, we just got to accept the fact that that's what it's going to be like today, and then just race smart. Okay, so towards the end of the lap, the pace came good actually. I didn't really lose time. But then, like I said, these are fresh tyres and the fuel is lower than before.
Sector 3 time's okay.
So cautious of that moisture on turn 2. And let's not forget, the track is rubbering in as well. And the moisture is drying up, so every lap is going to be faster than the last. Theoretically.
Sector 1 time's okay.
That's such a satisfying corner. Definitely carries so much more grip through Acca Minerale now. That confidence is rocketing.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
I'm losing a lot of time in Sector 2 compared to the others. But I've definitely gained a bit back there as well. Medium tyre isn't actually that bad of a tyre.
Fastest lap for Perez, 119.72.
I think the AI coming out on some fresh laps as well now. Just lowered the benchmark considerably. So that's
Sector 1 is quick.
7/10 off what Perez just did.
Off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. That lap was a 1:20.48.
Yeah, I think the AI are coming out for their second runs now, their quali sims. Maybe I'm just giving them a bit too much credit. Oh, almost in the gravel on the left there.
Sector 1 time is good.
Track is definitely ramping up, that's for sure. 5 minutes left in quali. That's Russell. Is he going to get in the way? I think he is. Oh, he's going to go real slow through the apex there. He's on an outlap. He's really holding us up. Just again.
On your left.
Highlighting how terrible the AI is with blue flags here.
Sector 2
Still
is
doesn't
1.4
concede the
seconds
position
off
even though he
pace.
braked really early and slowly into the chicane. Very anti-alto there. This will be a good test for DRS though.
Fastest lap for Leclerc, 1:19.60.
The moisture has completely vanished from the inside of the final corner now.
Alright Dan, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Not
V6.
really catching
Sector
here.
1 time's okay. Sector 2 is 1.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. That was
Oh!
1:22.26.
Yeah, Russell span it in front of us. Hockenheim has just jumped us in the standings as well. We're down to P6 now.
1.6 seconds off the pace.
Big puddle on the apex indeed. It's been there for a while, WC. I've been avoiding that every single lap so far, but it looks like Russell just tagged the tyre into it and span him round. Gotta be so careful with the standing water. Like, it's not raining, but because no one's driving over that section of the track,
Sector 2
no
is
one's brave enough on the slick tyres to do that. It's not getting dry, so it's like a new racing line through there. You just cannot risk it. Anyway, I'm going to try an attack lap here. Oh, hey, Sticky! Alright, we're going to go full attack mode on the battery for this lap, see how much pace we can get. Hopefully that, I think it's a Williams up ahead, doesn't get in the way.
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Yep, just avoid that. Car ahead kicking up a bit of spray. Neck and neck so far. Really use that curb on the inside now, that's good.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Bit light on the apex in Villeneuve there. Trust the arrow. Oh, we're going to get held up here. Saying that, we're not actually losing too much time.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Just a little bit later on the power than I would have liked. That battery is definitely making up all the difference. Being in attack mode for the full lap. It's Logan Sargent. Just saw the number 2 on the back of the car there.
Left side. Clear left.
Got the run out the corner. I don't think he's using DRS there. Alright, that's neck and neck with our best lap so far.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.34 off the pace. You've just done a 120.42.
Okay, battery is down at like 33%.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Doing a build lap here. I put the battery into build mode. So this is a good number to see how much battery we can regenerate in a lap on build mode.
Off the pace.
And how much pace it costs us as well. So that was like neck and neck that lap. Oh, that was nice. If I do say so myself. Yeah, I'm just doing a lot of research here at the moment, guys and girls. Perez in P2, Sticky, I know.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Bit too much curb there, need to take the first part of that tighter. So on a build lap, we've pretty much gained 40% of the battery back, but now let's put it into quali mode and see how much it burns down the straight. So we started the straight on 80%. How much battery does a full straight's worth of battery use?
Sector 1 is 0.29 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is...
Oh, that's Russell again.
Side, clear to the right.
Just ghosted straight through me on the pit exit.
21.30.
Okay, so a full straight's worth of battery
Verstappen on 19.16.
costs 20%. Right, down to P7 now.
Sector 1 is 2.0 off the pace.
Come on, Russell, let me through. Time to do a practice pit stop.
That's half.
That's
fuel.
not worth
You've
it.
used half your fuel.
We're not fighting for anything here, but that's good to know for blue flags in the race should we encounter any traffic today.
Checkered flags out. P7.
So with soft tyres and a full battery of quali lap, I reckon, like, we've fallen back now. Fastest lap was a 19.1. My personal best was a 20 foot. So I'm 1.3 seconds off the pace of what Verstappen's doing. But that's not in representative conditions. So I'm quite optimistic.
Speed limit in the pits.
Quite optimistic about this one, to be honest. That's true. Brogan should be Australian, but there's no way I'm going to go through every single stream with a ridiculous Australian accent, because I'm just going to offend way too many people. But Racing Life thinks that, well, in the practice and qualifying sessions at least, thinks that Brogan is Brazilian. However, on the race results screen, Brogan always comes up as Australian, so there's like a transition period in the race, I guess. Okay, 1.2 seconds off the pace, but like I said, that wasn't low fuel, soft tyres and full battery. Hopefully maybe we can get a top 5 in quali, but we need to qualify as well as possible, because we always struggle in the race, we always drop positions in the race, the AI always seem to switch it on in the race. So let's go to quali. What weather is it? It's dry. Okay, we've got dry conditions. I only want to put a few laps worth of fuel and give myself as much of a chance as possible, because I can't do more than one lap anyway. Like I'll put 6 laps in. I might give myself a couple of chances at a recharge lap as well. Hey, Laughing Gravy! That's the members only stream, Sticky. We'll wait for a few people to go out on track and get ourselves a nice gap. So soft tyres, nice slick tyres, low fuel. Wow, well, the weather has turned for quali. Got really good conditions here. So while we wait for more cars to filter out on track, we can get ourselves a gap. That's why I'm sat in the pits for a minute or so, just so we got a nice gap. Medium tyres don't seem too bad for the race, so I'm thinking... Oh, it depends. It depends what the track's going to be like at the start, whether it's wets or intermediates, or maybe we can start on dries. We'll have to make a judgment call. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Quali time. Yep, we got no spray whatsoever. So it's completely dry track. Not going to use any battery on this lap, going to save it all.
There's traffic behind, keep your wits about you. Alright Dan, we've got 8 minutes to do the business. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Your brakes are cold, be careful.
Yep, that standing water is gone. So it's going to take me a minute or two to adjust to being able to use that apex again now. Oh, you can just... Whoa, no, you can't just launch it in. Oh, I've wrecked Yuki's lap. I'm sorry,
Clear to
Yuki.
the right.
Oh, Laurent Mekis isn't going to like that. That's the ultimate no-no in the team game, and I can imagine he would be furious on the radio right now, little Yuki. Got Aston Martin coming through. I was letting you through, mate! The AI are just so hesitant to overtake.
Left. Clear left.
Alright, build a gap.
The leader has just done a 190.78.
Here we go. Quiet lap time.
The leader has just done a 117.12.
Yep, I'm definitely going to need another lap. Oh, big lockup. This is a shocker so far. I just haven't done any practice on a dry track. I don't know how the real drivers do that. Go from like wet to dry and nail it on the first lap. It's so impressive. Hey, Aldarian.
Left side.
I don't stream on Twitch
Clear left.
because I started uploading videos on YouTube, not streaming on YouTube, and when I decided to start streaming, wow, I basically had all of my audience here on YouTube. So I never really looked across. Wow, what a terrible lap.
On your left. Clear left.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Sector 1 is 3.1.
Oh, I know I can do both. I just never thought of it, to be honest with you, Eldarian. I mean, I've looked into it, but I'm just kind of settled where I am, you know. I'm a YouTube kind of guy. Maybe at some point in the future I can double stream, but I don't know, I just don't want to split too many people across. YouTube is a lot easier, I would say. Sticky tells me that as well. Alright, I'm going to do a rolling stop here. They're enough for one more lap, I reckon. Yet, YouTube gives you a little bit more control, and I can stream up to 1440 resolution. I've actually got enough fuel to do another couple of laps here, like another run, so I'm just going to do that. Fresh set of softs and back out again on same tank. McLaren going slowly, I'll take that, thank you very much. You can't... anything goes here, Ricardo, no penalty for it.
It takes it is clear. Don't cross the line.
Hey, Emmett, good to see you. Yes!
Nice one, mate.
Sticky with the 40 months. Incredible stuff, mate. Thank you. Look what you've done to chat, mate. You're a bad influence, you. And yes, because of you, we did have a special community event on the channel to celebrate 69 subscribers. There's one coming up very shortly. Next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, Volvo 240s at Dekra Lausitz-Ring in Race Room, the oval T1 layout. Volvo 240, the turbo brick. Celebrate 10,000. Alright, I'm going to go quiet for this lap now, because this is full quality time. It's my last chance on fresh softs and a low tank.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I'm getting overtaken by a Haas, maybe? I'll reply to your comments in a minute.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
This is not going well. That's a better run. Out of the chicane. A couple of corners to go. Ah! No. I haven't got enough battery to do the lap. I bought that one. Wow, just pushing too hard. The car is on a knife edge there. So, yeah, I'm just going to abandon that lap and come back to the pits. I haven't got enough time to charge up and go again. That's a very disappointing qualifying session. So let's return to the pit box and let's answer some of those questions in chat about VR and stuff. Have I tried Rennsport in VR, Lizardfolk? I haven't, no. I haven't actually tried Rennsport full stop because nothing about it appeals to me, really.
117.24.
Yuki just beat us.
The guy behind has just done a 118.50.
Down to 14th. And that's the end of the session. 14th position. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I haven't tried Rennsport in VR. Yeah, Rennsport full stop. Just, yeah. It just doesn't appeal to me, to be honest, and I've already got too much to do. I can't be adding more stuff to the list. Not as a, pretty much a full-time dad, full-time job, and this sim racing is, as Kimmy would say, just a hobby to me. It is literally just a hobby to me. This isn't my job. I do this for fun when I can find the time. So I've got to pick and choose my battles, and Rennsport just isn't one of them, unfortunately. Is it hot in VR? It does get hot. Retardus? Yes, it does get hot. But I'm used to it. And it's hot in Australia anyway, in Brisbane. Even in the middle of winter like it is right now. It's like it's like a drop in the ocean, it really is.
That's the end of the session. 14th.
Okay, session is officially over. P14, Max on pole from Perez by a 10th, and Lewis Hamilton, Norris, Piastri, Sainz, Albon in 7th. Leclerc, Russell, Magnussen, Alonso, excuse me, Stroll, Yuki, and then myself in 14th. We outqualified the Alpines. Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hülkenberg, 4th in the championship, 19th on the grid. Logan Sargent in 20th. I mean, that's not really a surprise there, to be honest, but just throwing in some shade. Right, let's switch it over to the race session then. Let's go.
32 laps. Pit window opens on lap 1.0.
Oh, okay, now this makes it interesting. Look at that at the top. We've got overcast conditions and a wet track. But it's not raining. It's not actually raining. So let's have a look at the track then, shall we? Let's go do our track walk. I can't see standing water. Oh no, I can definitely see some standing water there. Got some puddles. That kind of looks dry though. Oh no, that, yeah, you can see the reflections in the track side there, the tarmac off the side of the road. Oh, that's very wet. That's very wet. The run up the hill there. That's very wet as well. Oh, okay, well, I think no way is it going to be dry tyres on this. That's just way too much moisture. I think it's going to be a case of intermediates. Oh, the track has just changed. It's just changed to damp. Do I have a keyboard mouse tray on the sim rig? Yes, I do. Just to the side of me, a little swivel stand that comes in and out. The track has just changed to damp. Oh, okay, that makes it tricky. Paul A says when it's damp, go softs. Softs. Now, there is a mandatory pit stop in this race. You do have to change tyres. So what do you reckon, softs? Oh, damp. I'm not sure where damp is in relation to moist, JK. But we do have to tank it up. Okay, this is interesting. So we got 35 laps in this race. So actually, do you know what? I'm just gonna tank it. Because who cares if we're a little bit heavy? Give it 2 laps, it'll change. But what if it rains again? What if it rains again? So, okay. Yeah, okay, let's start on softs. Now, I've still got my strategy ready to go. So, mandatory stop. You can't enforce a two compound rule on AMS2. So I'm going to go soft because that's what the AI will do. And there's no point handicapping myself unless we have an early stop. I don't know. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm going to start on softs. But I do have... If it's an early stop, I might go to mediums. Otherwise, we'll just stretch it out again. So we'll see. Slicks. Rangy says slicks. Okay, the common consensus in chat is slicks. Although Ricardo says definitely wet tyres. We'll see. I'm going to go with slicks because a lot of people are saying slicks right now. Or inters. Ricardo's saying inters, and Ricardo made Racing Life, so... I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Splinters. I don't know. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. Okay, we've tanked it. It's only 32 laps, not 35. Right, okay. Okay. That'd be way overfueled. Okay, let's put that in just to be safe. Right. I think we're good to go. Soft tyres. Strategy is ready to go on soft tyres as well. So that's our default go-to. Not much to lose in 14th, to be honest. The track is only going to get drier as well. That is very true. If I put inters on, I'm pretty much guaranteeing a pit stop immediately. Because there's 20 cars going around. Track temps 26. Yeah, it's definitely slick tyres. Okay. Oh, it's a long time ago, mate. 1,000 subscribers, the first event I hosted. Right, anyway, let's get stuck into it. I've been keeping you waiting long enough. Red Bull lockout on the front row, and an RB lockout on the 7th row. So I'm starting next to Yuki. Apparently I'm now French. No time like the present. Don't forget to get your votes in above in chat. Time to go racing, guys. 50% distance. Here we go. Wish me luck!
Watch for the lights. Go, go, go.
Oh, it's completely dry here.
Left side.
Oh!
Keep it steady. Clear on the left.
Stupid AI. I was like full
Still
brakes.
there.
They just
Three
got
wide,
more on
clear
the
middle. Clear
brakes
left.
there. We're getting sandwiched.
Right side. Clear all around.
Okay, Dan, you've had a bit of bodywork damage there.
Hopefully the front's not too damaged. I was so conservative and they can just brake way more than I can. The AI don't lock up. That's not fair. That's revenge for qualifying from Yuki. So childish. I think I've got big front wing damage.
On your left. Clear left.
Yeah, I think I've got big front wing damage here. No speed. I'm going to give it another lap.
The leader, Verstappen, is pitting.
Oh!
Albon is leading the race.
We got some people who must have come in on inters. That started on inters. Right, what I'm going to do then... Oh, I'm losing so much speed on the straights. I need to change my front
Going
wing.
round. This is great. P7, pit window is open.
I'm going to come in this lap. I'm going to put mediums on. I'm going to go to the end. Yeah, I'm losing so much time in the straights and understeer as well. Yeah, I've definitely got big damage to the front wing.
Right side. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Look at them, they're all over me. Yeah, I should have pitted last lap, but now I satisfy the mandatory stop rule.
Clear to the left.
Now I can come in and I can actually make my mandatory stop where it wouldn't have counted on the previous lap. And I'm still in 8th. Oh, it's definitely variable.
Okay, pit stop requested.
In terms of the racing line being wet or not wet, there's puddles.
123.18.
Don't need those tyres anyway.
Pits.
Alright, medium tyres going on.
Behind is pitting now.
I've got to try and make them last for 30 laps. Let's see how that works. How much time spent on the repairs? Do we need a new wing? Oh, it's going to be a lengthy pit stop for... Yeah, they've got to change the front wing. Ah, oh, losing so much time here.
All done, go!
We might be last after this. Points aren't going to be likely here today. Yep, Yuki's the only person behind us. Something must have happened to Yuki there. Oh, definitely already got flat spotting in this update, mate. Yeah, definitely suffered flat spots before, Sticky.
Pit exit's clear.
Right, let's get some time back.
Be careful. We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
Big standing water there. My only hope now is a safety car. Got to be a safety car of some description, surely. Oh yeah, it's slippy. Those mediums need to come up to 10.
So Gasly ahead is now 7.9.
But at least we've got a nice front wing on it and we're not going to be losing 20k on the straights now. There's no way we'd have lost so much time if we didn't fix that damage.
The gap to Tsunoda behind is now 6.6. New fastest lap for Verstappen on 21.6.
Look at that. RB's 19th and 20th. thought Brogan's going to have to pull off something pretty spectacular to salvage something from this race. Well, it's easy to kick when he slams on in front of me, JK.
Okay, Dan, relax, focus, keep it smooth, P19.
Watch out for the moisture on the inside of turn 2, run wide. There we go. Head down.
The car ahead is Leclerc.
What's happened to Charles? Down in 18th. Track's definitely improving. Tyres are ramping up as well, that's good. Bit of moisture on the outside curb. Maybe just avoid that next time, mate.
Fastest lap for Verstappen, 121.02.
No one to fight with as well for DRS. What lap time's this going to be?
Gap to Leclerc.
23 flat.
5.2 seconds. Your last lap time was at 123.04. That's your quickest lap. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Oh, almost had a big wiggle there. Oh, definitely had a big wiggle there. Now, the saving grace might be that some of the AI have to come in for another set of tyres.
Sonoda is closing the gap. It's now 6.5.
As I've gone onto mediums, I might be able to make it to the end, so I might out-strategy them yet. You never know. Yep, had a few big wiggle moments there. Really need to get the pace down. This isn't the kind of pace that's going to get us points. Alright, attack mode on the battery. Let's use some juice on the straights.
That was 123.64.
That water is so treacherous.
Ahead is now 6.5.
Much better. 6 seconds to Scholl. He doesn't seem to have too much pace. So we are genuinely fighting a Ferrari at the moment, it seems. That's a bit better.
That's a new fastest lap for Verstappen, 120.88.
Tell you what, this is so much fun to drive though. When you get the hang of this car in AMS2, it's superb. So tricky. That's my best lap of the race so far. That's going to be dipping into the 22s. Definitely gaining some time on the cars ahead. Is it enough?
Last lap was at 122.48. That's your best lap in the session. Okay, down.
In 6/10 on Scholl.
In the gap is 5.8 seconds.
Gap's under 6 seconds now. There's a target on his back, let's go get him. just don't know what's going to happen later in the race with pit stops. If everyone has to stop a second time, it might not look great at the moment, but we may be on a good strategy.
New fastest lap for Verstappen, 120.82.
I mean, we're not going to be catching Verstappen on pace either way, that's for sure. He's flying out front today. Yeah, crew chief's pretty good when it comes to that, Jasper, although to be honest, it can't say Oscar Piastri, it says Pastorino or something like that. Alright, bump up the battery on the straight. It's going to be almost exactly the same as my previous lap.
Your last lap time was at 122.48. That's your fastest lap today.
What's the gap to Leclerc? Bit conservative there. We are pulling away from Yuki behind as well, that's good. George Russell and Perez are struggling up ahead. They're in the 26s. Taking heaps of time out of them.
The gap to Leclerc ahead is now 5.2.
Oh, 5.2.
Fastest lap for Verstappen, 120.70.
Just hang with it, guys and girls. The race is going to come to us at the end. People are yet to stop. We're on good tyres to go to the end. We seem to be closing on the cars ahead, but is there enough time? That's the question. Is there enough laps left? That's another personal best. Is it going to rain again? Because, I mean, it's still pretty cloudy. We're on lap 8 of 32 now.
That lap time was 122.34. That's your quickest lap in this session.
True, Andre. Whoa! That's not going to do any favours. Hit a wet patch.
See front locking going into the
Tyres seem to be okay though. Still some moisture on those curbs there. Oh, there's something wrong with the car.
Side.
Just no grip at all there. I've touched that curb plenty of times before, WC and Sticky, and it's not spat me off, but I just must have looked at it wrong then. It's not braking now. That's another bin. This is not a good day at the office for Brogan. Never give up.
The gap to Tsunoda ahead is increasing. It's now 0.7.
Alright, we've got DRS on Yuki. Let's get him back and let's go forwards again.
On your left. Clear to the left.
Easy.
Brilliant. Nice one.
Thanks, Yuki. Let's break that DRS. Might have to use a bit more battery that lap to pull out a second or so. Especially on the straights out of the hairpin, chicane. Oh, he's got us though. He's right with us. Using that slipstream. He's definitely got DRS down the straight. I'm going to force him to go around the outside because then he'll be on the wet patch. Turn 2.
Your lap times are improving. This is good.
Right side. Clear
Oh,
right.
Yuki! He's not happy with me. Contact. Took a front wing end plate off. Got beef with my teammate. This is what happens when Franz Tost retires, I'm telling you. It's all gone downhill since his departure. I think Albon hasn't pitted yet. WC started on softs and has been stayed out since then. There's a lot of people at the front. Let's try again.
On your left. Clear left.
That lap was a 122.82. Well done, Dan. Good pass. Eyes front.
There's a lot of people who started on inters like Max. Have come in for a change. Now fighting the way back up again.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
Now I will remind you, I am on the medium tyres.
Sainz is entering the pits. He's in P10. We think he'll come out just behind you.
Now that's interesting. We've got people making second pit stops already. Because of the AI, they only do soft tyres. So I think the AI might be doing a two-stopper here. But you know what, I'll let him have it. No point fighting.
Still there. Clear to the left.
P19. You've just done a 122.50. Bad luck, mate.
It's okay, Sainz has come up behind us, I think. It's not over. The strategy's wide open in this one. Yep, just let Yuki pass then, because there's no point losing 2 seconds when you can lose half a second instead. Well, that's going to be awkward, JK, because there's no refueling allowed in this series. I've disabled it, just like normal Formula 1. So if they need to stop, that's going to be awkward. Alright, need to deploy some battery here to stay within DRS range. There we go, that should do it.
Car right. Clear right.
There we go.
Your lap time was 122.86. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick.
Went a bit wide, almost ran into the wet stuff, had to compromise myself there. Up to P18, so someone else has stopped. Someone else has stopped. I wish I could tell Yuki to stop fighting. We're losing too much time here. I need to go. I need to run off into the distance.
The gap to Sonoda behind is increasing. It's now 1.2.
We've broken DRS. Let's use a bit more now. We've broken DRS, fantastic. I'm going to use even more. I'm going to bump it into quali mode. Gap is 2 seconds behind. Perfect. He's not got DRS. We've broken it finally. Got a nice problem-free run to turn 1 now. Yep, soft tyres will be going off for sure. No one else in the pits that lap.
21.38. That's your fastest lap. Sector 2 is 0.29 off the pace.
Best lap of the race as well. Well, closing up on Charles Leclerc quite a bit. Cars ahead in the 122s. That was a 121.3. Just think if it wasn't for that spin, where we'd be right now. Yep, we've got a massive pace on the cars ahead. Soon approaching half distance as well. Tyres are more than okay to go to the end.
The gap to Tsunoda behind is now 2.7.
Yep, tyres are great. Tyres are going to last. As long as I don't have a massive lock-up, tyres will be good to go to the end. I've made my mandatory stop. And anyone who pitted on the first lap to come in from off the intermediates, because it was before the end of the first lap, it wouldn't have counted towards the mandatory stop. So they're going to have to pit again. So yeah.
122.46. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Oh, a bit of a slidey rear then. That power in gently. Gained about half a second on the cars ahead that time. Fuel's coming down. And because the tyres are hanging on, laps should theoretically just be getting quicker and quicker all the time.
The gap to Tsunoda behind is increasing. It's now 3.5.
Or maybe WC, maybe medium tyres is the only way to go. It's another semi-decent lap there. Anyone else in the pits up ahead? Yep, we gained a spot, someone else pitted.
Okay, Dan, halfway home. Fuel looks good, P17. That lap was a 121.82.
Down into the 21s again. People ahead are in the 22s, nearly a second. Race is swinging back towards us now. Never give up.
You're reeling Leclerc in. The gap is now 10.0.
Excellent. Gap to Clerk got down to 10. Way too much curb on the inside there. That cost me a couple of tenths.
The gap to Tsunoda behind is now 4.4 seconds.
And missed my first apex, which put me offline for the second apex and killed my run down the straight. There's another few tenths. It's still not a bad lap time. Using all the curve available on the outside there. Any more people in the pits this lap? Let's see.
P16, you've just done a 121.84.
Just beat a Haas out the pits. Who's that? That's Nico. We just beat Hockenheim out the pits, but he's going to be on fresh softs. This is going to be a struggle to keep him behind. Up to 15th now. Sergeant's pitted as well. Race is coming back to us.
Come on, don't make it easy for him. Make him go the long way around. Ocon is now retired.
On your left. Keep it steady. Clear on the left.
Good move.
I'd look down. Come on, don't let him get away.
You make it sound like that was intentional, Jasper. His tyres are much better than mine.
That was 122.
Car left. Clear left.
Come on, that's the stuff.
Oh! Wet patch. Up to 15th. Around the outside. I need to save some battery here. He's all over me again.
Just ignore him, he'll go away.
No, he won't. Okay, full battery mode. Here we go. I'm going to have to build on this lap.
15th place. That lap time was 121.54.
Have to save some battery here.
Safety car's coming out.
Yes!
Yellow flag. Follow Leclerc.
Yes, that's
Okay, now the
perfect.
next car is Leclerc.
This is perfect. I don't know what's happened, but we've got a safety car with 12 laps to go. Do we pit for softs? No, it's going to put us a lap down. I'm gonna keep going on the mediums, maintain track position. Battery sets it off, gonna fully charge it. Oh, that's why. We got a car without a wheel on the inside of the final corner. That's Stroll. Got lots of people in the pits here.
Pits are open.
Not quite sure what happened there. The safety car is parked.
Leader Alban is pitting.
The safety car is parked on the exit of the pits. And we're now being told to follow Valtteri Bottas. So maybe the safety car's not picked up the leader. That's why. Still in 14th though. Maybe we should have pitted. Nah, let's keep the track position. Is anyone else going to pit? This race has been blown wide open. We're going to have like 10 laps to go as well. That Aston Martin's still there on the inside of the final corner. It's okay, so Bottas isn't coming into the pits. Is the safety car... Is the safety car now going to pick us up again? Yeah, the safety car's out on track now. The safety car has picked up the leader, still in 14th. Quite a lot of spray from Bottas being kicked up there. Still very wet on the inside. Saving the tyres as much as possible here. Where's this safety car? That's what I want to know. Definitely a big tyre disadvantage to everyone on softs now. We're catching up with the train.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
Are we catching up with the train yet? Seems like a very long time to catch up. Aston Martin's been cleared.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
What? There's the train. Okay, here we go. Right. So we're going to have like 8 laps to go at the end. Cold tyres. Got a full battery. Lots of spray. That's going to be tricky on the restart. Might as well save some fuel. I'm surprised we didn't actually gain more spots out of that. But 14th puts us in a good position. With the pace that we showed before, could be quite nice. Yeah, that's really blown the race wide open. It's going to be like a mini sprint to the finish now. Wow, yep. AI getting on the brakes quite heavily there. You've got to have your wits about you. Not sure if this does anything, but the professionals do it, so I'm going to give it a crack as well. So it is green flag.
Be ready, we're going green.
At the end of this lap. Drag those brakes a bit. Someone's kicked at some dirt there. Alright, restart time. Probably going to go quiet for a few laps here. Maximum concentration and all that.
Yellow flag, safety car's out. Green flag, we're racing.
DRS straight away! Full battery quali mode dump. Let's go. Let's get some points.
14.
Can't see the track there. Have to defend from Hockenheim. Cold tyres. Got the kick Saubers ahead of us. Hopefully we can dispatch them pretty quickly. Save the battery for the straight. 10th place is only like 3 seconds down the road. Gotta get a good run out of here. Yes, Charles Leclerc. Oh, it's Sainz. Sainz is a lap down, holding everybody up. That's the problem. Just be wary of the AI here. Sainz is going to cause some bottleneck issues.
Right side.
Oh, Sainz, get out of the way!
Clear.
Ah,
3 wide. You're on the left.
that's the AI in Automobilista 2 screwing things up again. Get out of the way.
You're locking your fronts into Tamburello.
Alright, it's not over. P17, 7 laps to go. That's 1 position a lap. Let's do this.
Okay, Dan, you're reeling Sergeant in. The gap's now 2.3 seconds.
Maximum attack now.
The leader's just done a 121.08.
Sainz is still causing problems.
17th place.
I feel like that patch has got worse throughout the race.
Right side. 3 wide. In the middle.
Seriously, Reza Studios,
Clear all
you need
around.
to fix these blue flags.
Bit of bodywork damage. Stay out. It's not too bad.
You need to fix this blue flag logic.
We're seeing front locking going into Villeneuve.
That's ridiculous. What an absolute... Yep. This is unraceable. It's actually unraceable, Reza Studios.
Clear left.
Come on down. Nicely done.
Why did they slam on like that? Oh, just... Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely not a race to remember.
Ahead is increasing. It's now 8.1.
And this is kind of reminding me why. I've not done... This is why I've not done longer races. Look at the speed deficit. That's Sainz unlapping himself.
P16. The gap to Sergeant behind is increasing. It's now 9.0 seconds. Sergeant behind is pitting.
Yep, that's big damage to the front wing. Got nothing to gain by fixing it. Just got to stay out and drive around it, I think. Bring it home. Oh, that's a big lock-up on the front as well. You just can't race these guys. Oh well, I mean, it's been fun. It's been a roller coaster. It's been a race of what could have been, you know? Definitely a big case of what could have been. So much potential. This car has got the pace. Just keep on getting screwed over by the AI. Like, why was Sainz parking it on the straight like that? Oh, if I could get the people for it, Jasper, that'd be incredible. Replace the AI. I can't even pull 8th gear. That's big damage. Looks like Lando Norris is coming through behind as well. Looks like he's in the lead of the race. Good on you, Lando. Wonder if he's going to give this one up as well. Now obviously, I would love to restart this and give it another go. But I mean, I think once he gets to a certain point of the race, it's a bit stupid restarting it, because then you guys have got to
Just done a 120.
sit through it all again. Kind of ruins the immersion. I mean, we've had 0 restarts so far. In the entire season, 0 restarts, and that includes Monaco of all places, so I think I'm doing pretty well here. In terms of surviving, mostly. Good one, Jasper Sticky. You haven't even got a rig anymore, Sticky.
Science 120.46.
You're racing on a keyboard, mate. Yeah, I think I'm destroying the tyres in the process here. Just scrubbing it along the road so much, it's just like burning up the fronts. Because that understeer is getting worse. Oh, I guess so, Eldarian. I was accused of being a sim rig elitist or whatever it is in the week.
Leader has just done a 120.66.
120.66 from Lando Norris. I reckon I'd be like low 21s at this pace with the fuel coming down. Oh well, Jerez next time out. Excuse me.
This lap for Science 120.44.
Science! A lap down, setting fastest laps. Alright, only got 3 to go. Let's bring it home. Just never give up these things. We're in 16th place. 14th to 16th is not the result that I was hoping for today. Look, bogging it down in 8th gear. Got big damage. Oh wow, 3rd gear through the first corner now. Yeah, this could be props to Albon, this WC. It could be an incredible result for Williams. I mean, they need a good result, being as I basically destroyed the back of Sargent's car with that impact.
Just done a 120.54.
Running 8 seconds off the pace here. I should have pitted, shouldn't I? Because like 3 laps and that's... Actually, no, maybe 4 laps and that's a pit stop. And as much as I've blamed the blue flags...
Fastest lap for Sainz, 120.34.
As much as I blamed the blue flags and Carlos Sainz for ruining my race, if I didn't have that spin... If I didn't have the issues that I had earlier in the race, I wouldn't have been that far down the pack, and I wouldn't have been behind Carlos Sainz. So it's like... I need to drive better to stop putting myself in those positions in the first place. I'm draining the battery here. I think I've got battery damage as well or something. Because I'm losing charge. Like, on balanced. Whereas previously, on the balanced battery mode, it was fine.
The window is closing.
I am in Ricardo's car, Sticky. How do you know?
Just done a 120.40.
only 7 seconds off the pace that lap. Sargent may unlap himself at this rate. I think the leaders are on the final lap now, though. Yeah, I think the leaders are going to cross the line and we're just going to race home for last place with Sargent, although he's a lap down on me, so it's nothing really to race for. Yeah, at least I stayed on the lead lap, although a safety car 10 laps from the end will do that. Lots of homework to do. But Brogan's season is going to have to start next time out in earnest. No more excuses, no more fights with the AI that with lap traffic and blue flags, no more races destroyed. We're just gonna
the window is closed.
Just gonna have to start properly next time out. That's it, Lando Norris has won the race. And lapped Logan Sargent in the process, so I'm the last car on track here. No chance of catching the car ahead for position, I've just got to bring it home. I mean, Yuki slamming on in the first corner as well, that was just front wing damage from the outset. Yeah, it just goes to show, it's so difficult to race the AI in Automobilista 2. In this car at least anyway. The margins are so small. Our driver of the day is definitely not Bulk Brogan. My personal vote for driver of the day goes to Alex Albon for getting that Williams into P2 and fighting off Max Verstappen. That's an incredible effort. So Yuki Tsunoda 15th, Bulk Brogan 16th. What an action-packed but not very good race. Final corner. Yeah, Eldarian. That's the one. And across the line. What a shocker.
P16, that's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
I hope so, Spotter. I hope so, Spotter. We have to. We can't keep on having bad luck like this. What a race. What a race. Thank you for sticking with it, by the way. And let's have a look at the vote in chat as well. So we had... Sorry, it's paused. 62% said better than P9, best result of the season so far. 14% said P9 or P10, and then 24% said out of the points. So if you were one of those 24%, then congratulations, you just won the vote. Oh, hang on. Headset's falling apart, the face visor's come off. There we go. It needs that in for AMS2 to display. Oh, I've got the feeling, Andy, that it would have been like this regardless of what happened, regardless of what team I was in. Because the car is identical in AMS2, everyone's driving the same car. The differences are done by driver talent file, so it's literally the driver makes all the difference in this. But would you look at that? Lando Norris wins at Imola finally. Alex Albon gets second with Max Verstappen in third. Oscar Piastri in fourth. Fernando Alonso in fifth for Aston Martin, racking up some more points. Magnussen, Perez, Hamilton, Russell and Gasly get some solid points. And we've got Charles Leclerc out of the pits. And my sound has just died for some reason. Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas.
What's your speed?
Nico Hülkenberg, Yuki Tsunoda, Bulk Brogan in 16th, 1 minute 16 off the lead. Wow. But we didn't get lapped. Carlos Sainz and Logan Sargent had that honour. Lance Stroll retired, Esteban Ocon retired. It couldn't have happened to a couple of nicer people. And then the safety car finished in last place, 31 laps down. And yeah. That's what we're dealing with. Not a fantastic result. So let's rather begrudgingly put those results into Racing Life and let's see how the championship goes. So let's continue. So Lando Norris gets full points. Let's see how this affects the championship though. Carlos Sainz still in the lead of the championship. However, Lando Norris is now into second, with George Russell and Max Verstappen tied on 32 points for third. Albon jumps up to 5th place. Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, Nico Hülkenberg has dropped all the way down from 4th to 9th in the standings. And Brogan is still... I've got points on the board, but I'm last in terms of points, 15th of all the people who've scored. But what is really encouraging about this is, look, we're on 2 points. Brogan is on 2 points. The leader, Sainz, who got lapped in that race, is only on 44. 3 different winners in the first 3 races. The only person to have more than 1 podium is Carlos Sainz. Literally every other car has been different since then. So, all it takes is 1 or 2 good results, and we're right back in it again. So it's not like the real Formula 1 season where everybody is running away into the distance. This is a much more unified Formula 1. So all I'm saying is don't give up on the season just because we've had a DNF. Brock! Thank you for the subscribe, Brock. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying it. If you're watching this, if you're not watching a video somewhere else and just happen to subscribe, completely unrelated to the live stream. Anyway, the point I'm making is we've got 7 races to go and we are only 42 points behind the lead. That's less than 2 wins. I mean, it's anybody's. Hell, I mean, if Alex Albon can get P2, yeah, incredible stuff. So let's continue and let's go over to Racing Life and let's fill out some stats then, shall we? Let's go and put some music on as well. Here we go. Thanks for sticking with it. So, here we go then. Let's advance. So, stage 3 at Imola. We qualified in 14th and we finished in 16th, so we're not going to get any sponsor money. We got 0.16 fame. We didn't get a sponsor bonus, we didn't get any prize money, we just got the flat rate, so 5 grand. So it hardly seems worth it really for that race. And if we go back to the main dashboard, fame is at 80, money is at 2.6 million, so we don't need either of those, but it's just good to know. However, we've only got 3 races left with our sponsor Bosch, so that's something we're going to have to consider, a mid-season sponsor change. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, wow, yeah. This season is still wide open, even after a race like that. And if we have a look at Automobilista 2, let's remind you of the races that are coming up. So, Monaco, we finished... Well, it could have been a win. We were battling for the win with Max after putting it on pole by like 6/10 or something. We DNF'd because AI doing blue flag things. Hockenheim, best result of the season so far. We finished 9th in rather controversial circumstances after the final few laps. Imola, well, yeah, P14 to P16, not one to write home about. But now we've got Jerez is the next round. Then we have Interlagos, we have Spa, we have the Nürburgring, we have Barcelona, we have Spielberg, which is Red Bull Ring, and then finally Montreal. So we've got some very, very interesting races coming up. Jerez will be interesting because it's the only circuit this season that doesn't feature a DRS zone. It's not configured for DRS. I mean, there's a couple of straights on the circuit that could use DRS, but they're not configured in AMS2. So you can't use the DRS at all in qualifying or the race or practice or anything. So that's going to be quite interesting, and I'm really looking forward to that because it's a really high-speed circuit. Maybe medium tyres will be the way to go again, Sticky. Who knows? There is a mandatory pit stop in these races, so, I mean, soft and soft could easily do it, I reckon. But we'll see. Maybe the softs will be struggling. We'll see. But I don't know when the next stream is going to be. It could be next week. It could be the week after. All I know is that if I just take off the Brogan persona for a little bit, the channel is going to get very busy over the next few weeks. Because I may not have updated the board, but as you can see, EAWRC has got a stream on the 26th of July, that's this Friday, and then I'm doing a brand new series, iRacing Premier Endurance League GT3, that begins this Sunday on the 28th of July. That is going to be amazing. 2-hour solo GT3 endurance races in iRacing. 59 cars have registered for the first race at Navarra on this Sunday. So it is going to be a busy track. I can't wait. I'm driving the Ford Mustang as picked by all of you people in my channel vote that I put. And I have absolutely zero expectations. I don't expect to do well, but we'll see. It's going to be a long race, and I love that kind of format of racing. It's what I started on the channel with about 5 years ago when I did the VLMC in R-Factor 2 with Ed Trevelyan and Johnson and the Zancho team. 2-hour solo enduro races, GT3 races with real weather, full damage, full strategy. It's very nostalgic to me, and it feels great to be going back to doing something like that again. So I'm really hyped for that series. But that's not all, because that's this week. Next week, on the weekend, is the DDF Racer 10,000 subscriber special community event. 2 races hosted 12 hours apart, 8 AM UTC and 8 PM UTC on Saturday the 3rd. Volvo 240 at Lausitzring with the T1 oval layout in race room. And for 10,000 subscribers I'm doing 10,000 seconds of racing, which split over 2 races is an hour 23 in each race. I had to do some quick maths then, but that's what we're doing, and I can't wait for it. So very busy over the next few weeks. There is a new VR headset as well on the way, hopefully. I don't know exactly when it's going to arrive yet, because it's not actually shipped, but it is coming from China, and it is coming direct from a manufacturer to review. Because they emailed me and said, would you like one, and would you like to try it, and would you like to make a video on it, and would you like to keep it? Yes. So I can't really confirm any details yet, because I don't want to tempt fate. I don't want to say, this is why I'm doing it, this is when it's going to happen, because it's not actually physically turned up yet. But the agreement is in place, the details have been shared, and everything is ready to go for the video. It just needs to physically arrive here. So keep an eye on that. That's going to be very exciting. So then again, the next few weeks are going to be incredibly busy. I would be a sellout sticky if I actually sold out, mate. But they contacted me for free. They contacted me, and yeah, it's been sent over for free. So we'll see how we're going. Anyway, all right then. I'm going to wrap this stream up because I've been talking for far too long. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure as always. Even if the racing itself didn't appear to be that way, I had fun. I always have fun with you guys and with Bulk. So, look after yourself. Hopefully see you at one of these things. And thank you to everybody for renewing your membership and being amazing people and liking and subscribing and being here for the race. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you all again soon. Alright, look after yourselves. Bye-bye.